Hello and welcome. I am the Restless Kaiser.
And I'm Johnny B.
I'm James Workshop.
I'm Brush and Quill.
And I'm Harry from Fog of War.
But together we are...
Modeling
for
Advantage.
Hey, if that wasn't an assault on the senses, I don't know what was.
Well, at least I'm not so badly out of sync as I was last time we did this.
I think when we watched the replay, that may not be the case, Harry. It looks all right now, but I don't remember it looking really bad at the time. So tonight we're going to be playing a little bit of D&D. Harry has put a story together for us. One of these continued adventures of the murder hobos, basically, which we turned out to be.
Pretty much.
Particularly our own brand of, each with his own brand of crazy. So we will try and respond to the comments, but broadly speaking, obviously not letting it interrupt the flow of the game. So good evening to those of you that are there already, and over to you, Harry.
Okay, well, it is another adventure for the Medieval Sausage Squad, and until you guys get yourselves a better name, that's what you're going to remain as. So you might want to have a think about that, unless you want to remain the Sausage Squad forever. Okay.
No, you got this.
So what we might very quickly do is, this is the second one. We actually had a lot of fun the first time around, but I might just get every character to go around and just introduce themselves so that you know who they are. Everybody has leveled up, so these guys are all now level 2, but we might start with Eric the Cleric. And who are you, and what can they expect from you in the game tonight?
I am Eric the Cleric, earnest and sincere priest of St. Barbara. She has provided us with many great and bountiful blessings, with a particular penchant for the misguided young women of the flock who need bringing into the fold to enjoy the warmth and comfort of St. Barbara. I also have some interesting lithographs within my illustrated copy of the good book.
And Arnie, who are you?
I'm Arnold McTavish, a barbarian from the north. I've come down here to show you girly men how to fight. And if you watch the previous episode, you see how successful I am. I crushed my enemies' balls. I see them shrivel before me and hear the lamentation of their women.
Shrivel before me.
Yep. That was a pretty accurate recount of what happened. Yep. Nico.
I'm Nico. I'm a gnome warlock. Who's asking? You asking? Who's asking?
We're asking.
That ain't right, man. Who are you? That's a real question we've got going on right here.
And Blade Turner.
I'm a drow rogue or dark elf rogue whose name in your language translates to Blade Turner. It's much more poetic in my language, but
in my language, it translates to turnip.
Simpleton. But yes, I've recently learnt to run away after I stab people. So
yes. So you're actually specialising in assassination, aren't you?
I'm trying to. As I said,
I've
I've learned to stab and run away.
This is actually, you're doing field work for your assassin studies. Like, they make you go out into the community and like assassinate people just for practice.
I'm on my placement year at Assassin U, so
absolutely. So just to catch everybody up, I'll do a quick recap of what happened last time, if that's all right. And if I miss anything or if I get anything wrong, I'm sure you guys can jump in and help me. So in the last adventure, the party met at Raven Eye Deep, a small fishing town deep in the forest. You'd come in answer to a letter to Blade Turner from his old friend Thunderguts Gorehammer the dwarf. Thunderguts is a wagon master responsible for running the regular monthly goods wagons from the nearby market town Port Wexler. As you breakfasted on delicious black unicorn bacon on the day you arrived, Thunderguts told you that the wagon trains were becoming increasingly subject to bandit attack. He tried using some of the local farm lads as muscle, but that had gone badly. His last resort was to hire deranged, bloodthirsty killer psychopaths, and his thoughts had turned to you. After alarming the villagers with some wild accusations and causing some damage while inspecting the carts, you set off. Along the journey, Blade Turner noticed some unusual non-potato activity in the back of the cart driven by Old Man Lavender. This was eventually found to be a stowaway. It turned out to be young Lily Lavender, Old Man Lavender's 12-year-old daughter. Nico suspected her of being a dog that had turned into a goblin disguised as a child. However, this theory wasn't widely accepted. During the morning of the second day, the convoy was halted by fallen logs across the trail. They'd been felled on a bend so that the rear caravan was out of sight of the front. A sharply dressed man, Captain Rolf the pirate, invited everyone to surrender. A battle ensued where Eric the cleric managed to foil the abduction of Lily Lavender. Arnie McTavish bravely went toe-to-toe with Captain Rolf, but was eventually brought down by Titus the Blink Dog biting his buttocks. Blade Turner slew a couple of pirates and linked up with Eric and Nico. The last standing pirate fled, as did the dog when Captain Rolf fell. The day was yours, the caravan was safe, you'd won the day. Arnie and Old Man Lavender were revived, and the caravan continued on to Port Wexler. We rejoin the action as you enter the city gates, and the wagons rumble into the loading docks for Port Wexler's market district. So is that a reasonable recap of what you guys remember?
I don't think I died. I'm pretty sure I just killed the pirate outright. Just a hit to the face. He was dead, right?
Maybe in the movie version. But in the novel version, you were unconscious for a while there. So let me describe Port Wexler to you. So you're with the farm wagons and you're rumbling towards the city. So Port Wexler is a large port home to thousands of people and is an important trade hub on the Emerald Sea. Ringed by a large walled palisade, you see the gates are manned and guarded against attack. Beyond the walls, you can see a crush of buildings packed inside the protection of the walls. The close-packed streets are a maze, as city planning seems to be a concept that hasn't come to Port Wexler. Buildings are erected wherever there seems to be space, and some constructions appear to sag against their neighbours, depending on them to avoid complete collapse. Smoke rises from every chimney, creating a dark, sooty miasma that hovers over the city. You can feel the soot in your eyes and your lungs as the carts rumble along the hard-packed dirt streets of the city. The carts make slow headway through the crowds which throng the streets. You can see people of every sentient race and hue of skin colour here, all hustling about on their own seemingly urgent business. The welcome smells of spices and street food are fighting a largely losing battle against the smell of dung, ash, and unwashed creatures. The filth on the streets seem to indicate that sanitation and hygiene are also concepts alien to Port Wexler. After a few minutes of creaking through the bustling streets, the caravan takes a left turn and enters a narrow alleyway. This quickly opens out into a large square ringed with a series of low wooden platforms. Each cart pulls up to one of these platforms and the drivers dismount. Workers with trolleys step up and start to unload the goods from each cart. Once the process is underway, Thunderguts makes his way over to you. We've made it. Thanks to you, the whole shipment is here. This should fetch enough coin and trade goods to last us through the winter months.
No problemo.
So he pays you what was agreed, which I can't remember. I think it was 25 gold pieces each, wasn't it?
It wasn't a lot.
Well, you're level 1 adventurers, and frankly, they're willing to pay 25 gold pieces for you guys to go away at this point because you did frighten them somewhat. But from where you are, you can see the unloading is happening. Is there anything you want to do? Do you guys want to have a bit of a look around where you are?
I want to make sure that they don't unload Lily.
Yeah, no, she's been sitting up with her dad, and her eyes are bugging out at the city. Like she really wanted to come here to see the sights and to smell the quite unpleasant smells. And yeah, she's looking around and is just she's having a great time.
Large eyes.
Nico, are you still keeping a bit of an eye on her?
Would you say unusually large for the size of her frame otherwise?
Yellowish and goblin.
I don't know. Make me an insight check as you scrutinize this woman.
You're asking for mechanics and things now. What on earth?
I am asking for mechanics. Yeah, I want to see how you do.
Chat. Insight. 19.
19. Yep. No, but interestingly, while you are looking around, you're giving her the hairy eyeball. But as they're unloading the goods from Raven Eye Deep, you do notice that there is a tall, well-dressed man nervously scanning the carts as they come in. He doesn't look at home here. He's too well-dressed. All the guys who are unloading the carts are, dressed for work. This guy is obviously rich and looks somewhat out of place, but he is hopping from one foot to another and appears to be very, very nervous.
Okay.
Does he look like a man with a job for a couple of murder hobos?
Well, you actually see him approach Thundergut's Gorehammer, and they have a brief exchange, and you can now see Thunderguts is bringing him over to you.
And be like, go and have a listen. What's going on? And then,
well, you don't have to because they're coming towards you.
Okay.
So you see a very thin, cadaverous man come up to you, and he's saying to Gorehammer, "Yes, are these the adventurers? They look the type. They're reliable, you say? Skilled? Can I trust them? It's ever so important. I don't know what I'll do if they can't help." The man makes a visible effort to gather himself up and to seem composed. "My name is Rancid, Gerald Rancid. You will have heard of me."
Rancid is not the kind of name that you would forget, sir. I have not met you before or heard of you. You look like you need a good meal, mate. Have you tried that black unicorn bacon? It is the best.
Oh, you've not heard of me? Well, no matter. I am, in fact, chairman of the Black Unicorn Meats and Miscellaneous Small Goods Consortium.
Oh, really?
I'm sure you're familiar with our products. Yes. Always good to meet a consumer. My father, of course, founded the business, but I have expanded it to its current prominence in the marketplace. You notice his nervousness seems to disappear now that he's talking about how great he is. But anyway, the problem is our latest shipment is late. We have slaughtermen, processors, and packers standing idle. I'm losing money every second. Worse still, if they don't get here soon, stocks will run out. Do you understand what that means? He looks at each of you imploringly before he lowers his voice. No bacon. There will be panic. We have some normal pigs that we can pass off for a day or two, but that won't hold up for long. I need my special pigs, and I need them now. He makes an effort to calm himself. I will offer you each 100 gold to go find my pigs. I need at least 20 special pigs delivered here before sundown tomorrow, or there will be pandemonium come breakfast time. And he stands there wringing his hands and looking at you imploringly.
Special pigs.
Mate,
yes.
Keen on them special pigs.
So you have eaten our bacon, haven't you?
No, it's all poison. What's so special about these pigs?
Oh, poison.
I'm going to lean over to Nico. Right? I'm going to lean over to Nico and just go, it is called black unicorn bacon.
Okay. But I asked if it was unicorns, and they said no.
No, that's just marketing.
All right, yeah. Okay.
My niece came up with that. She's awfully bright.
Excuse us.
It was much better than Rancid. We used to be Rancid meats.
To one side. Pull the guys over to one side.
They're going. Okay.
Okay. So this chap here is going to tell us the location of like 100 of these special pigs. He's offering us 100 gold each. I reckon these pigs are worth a lot more than that.
So we take the pigs for ourselves.
I think we see how this pans out, right? I mean, I don't know where we're going to keep 100 pigs, but I think that this is a win-win scenario. I mean, and some of these pigs are not going to make it back.
There's a few carts going free if we can, slip them some gold.
Because that's how you move pigs in carts, right?
100%, yeah.
Shoved in the back.
Similar to potatoes, you just lob them in the back, wherever.
Yeah, pigs, potatoes, it's all pea stuff.
Yeah, pig potato, whatever.
Poison.
Pig potato.
Yeah, poisonous potato pigs.
Obviously.
Okay, Blade Turner, you do the negotiating. We want more than 100. You sort it.
100 pigs will be hard. We'll have to hire drovers and carts and
no, not 100 pigs. 100 gold. I want 20 pigs.
20 pigs?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's not our current rate, mate. We work generally on 20 gold per pig.
Let me check the book. Oh,
I
it's 20
don't
gold
get
a
that
pig.
for selling them. I don't want you to assemble the pigs. I don't want you to procreate with the pigs.
Yes, but
I
have
don't
you
want
not
to...
heard of hazard pay, sir? Hazard pay.
Gorehammer, are these the only adventurers you've got?
I'm going to take Gorehammer to one side. You'll get a cut.
Gorehammer's sort of looking at you and, well, 100 gold is a reasonable amount to go and fetch some pigs.
I take my dagger out. You'll get a cut.
You've
I
changed.
still want to know what's so special about these goddamn pigs.
All right. So do you want to negotiate for more money with him?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So how about you go and try and persuade him? So make a persuasion check, and he is going to resist that.
I'd like to assist him by just sort of looking mental in the background.
This is where I'm going to say, where is persuasion?
Sure.
I don't think
It's on
just
your
like-
list of skills.
Looking up at the giant barbarian and being like, he'll kill you.
So have you found it?
Yep, I just found it.
Okay. Give it a poke.
Ooh, that's
All right.
16.
You can talk him up to 125.
Ooh.
But that's as high as I'll go.
Huddle, guys. 125?
Boom. Let's do it.
Do it. Come on.
You have a deal, sir.
Yes, well, if I wasn't so desperate, I'd have put up more of a fight, but he looks nervously at Nico. Just go get the pigs,
We all-
please.
Pigs.
Oh,
You're gonna need... Where are the pigs?
Okay, I'm in.
Hang on. Have him stop looking at me and I'll tell you where the pigs are.
I'll stop looking at you when you tell me what's so special about these goddamn pigs. I'll
They're
find
delicious. They're
Nico-
absolutely...
out. Well, we're going to go get the pigs. I'm definitely going to find out.
I see. Hang on. This is the fellow who hasn't tasted them. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's why he doesn't... Yes. I see it all now. You, of course, all understand that black unicorn bacon is the best. This poor chap, unfortunately, is unaware. But anyway, he gives you directions that will take you a couple of hours to walk through. So basically, it's back out of town, through some farmland, towards the woods to the west.
Woods to the
What's
west.
What's this company
The
called again?
woods to the west.
Black Unicorn Meats. Can I just call them Bum?
It's the Black Unicorn Meats and Miscellaneous Small Goods Consortium, but you may call me Bum if that makes you feel better.
Bum ask. Okay.
If you get, tell you what, if you can get 20 pigs here before nightfall tomorrow, you can call me anything you like.
Well, there's enough you don't get every day.
Nice. Yeah.
Right,
'cause
Sandra,
that-
let's go.
I think we should do this thing. Let's do the thing. Woods to the
Do
west.
it. Come on.
Woods to the west.
25
We
gold
need-
per person. Just for getting some pigs.
Yeah, 125.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I
fight over
really
those
tried to
silver
have him
pieces.
resist that, but that just didn't work at all. All right. So are you
Okay.
taking his...
What are you up to?
Take
all
his
right.
directions.
Is there
Tell-
anything you want to do in town now that you have 25 gold pieces? Does anybody want to buy anything quickly before you go anywhere? Or are you going to bid your leave to Gorehammer and head off?
Cheers, mate. Thanks for the job. See ya.
Yep.
I
One
want to
suspects that
remind
150
Lily-
is better than 25 gold.
Remind
Nico,
Lily-
just as you're leaving, can you give me another insight check, please?
I sure can.
So Gorehammer sort of waves you goodbye and says goodbye to his good friend Blade Turner.
17, better bing.
Yep. You notice that while Gorehammer is kind of sorry to see you guys leave and is, saddened to be farewelling his friend Blade Turner, that a lot of the farmers are actually really pleased to see you leave. You in general and you in
Suspicious. Why are they
particular,
so pleased
Nico.
to see us go?
Yeah.
We just gave them a really good help out. Why are they so pleased to see us go? We're the defenders of these farmers and/or goblins. I'm not sure yet.
Because we were
But-
more intimidating than the people that stole from them.
Are they giving
You
us
can steal half a sandwich and get away with it, all right. It happens.
I don't think that was the scary part. Yeah, make sure that give Lily the old priest to child talk about the dangers of strange men in an unfamiliar town.
Okay. So you want to persuade her that that's not a good idea?
I do, because she's super excitable. I want to go see all the things. She is in danger of getting herself into quite a lot of mischief. That's like a semi-serious thing there. As like, do not go away from your father. This is a dangerous place for a young girl.
All right. So you can see she's paying you absolutely no mind, and in fact is taking notes, because some of the things you were warning her against actually sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So you can actually see that
Duty of
at the very
care.
first opportunity. Yeah. So you
Right.
do your best, but you have a feeling that perhaps St. Barbara might have to work a bit harder for that one.
We'll pick up some grub as well, some food, some water,
Okay.
some beer,
Yep.
because we might be gone for a few days.
All right.
Let's do the thing.
So as you're leaving, so you go back out the alleyway in which you came, and you actually have to go through the central market square. So you travelled across the bottom of the central market square before you turned into the unloading dock. But there's all manner of market stalls, and they're all opening. So it's still morning, but all of them are open, and there's fruit, get your lovely fruit here, bananas, that kind of stuff happening all around you.
Yep. Shopping is really boring. We spend money, we get food. Boom.
Right on a stick. Yeah, off you
I have
go.
absolutely no intention of going shopping. I have all my own rations. I'd like to do like a Columbo.
That's right.
And just like, as we walk away, turn around and be like, oh, just one more.
Just one more thing. Yep.
And ask the fella just one last time, what is so special about these pigs? I'm just going to lay this on thick and just one more thing. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing.
Yes.
What is so
No,
special
look,
about these pigs?
We
You
get
keep
these
referring to
pigs
them as
from.
special pigs. We've done little like flying bird
Yes,
things.
look,
I don't even know what they are.
You've seen normal pink pigs, right?
I've seen
These
them
aren't
big pigs,
those.
yes.
These are something special. I have a fellow who he breeds them for me. I don't know where he
Okay.
gets them from, and frankly, I don't ask. It sounds like it might be disgusting and rural, and I don't want to know. But they come, and we kill them, and we chop them into bacon, and people like it.
So why can't you get them? Why can you normally get them and you currently can't get them?
Well, yes, they were meant to be here yesterday, and they haven't turned up. So what I want you to do is go and find out why those pigs didn't get here.
Oh, so you don't know where the pigs are. You know where the pigs were. And we're
Well,
going there.
I know where the farm is, and I know where they're supposed to be, which is right over there. And he points
Okay.
at one of the loading docks. And as you can see, there is a distinct lack of pork. It is porkless.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
It's my line.
There is the lingering odor of pork, but there is the absence of actual pork.
I'm already
I
walking
mean, it
away.
is pork futures,
sit down,
pork that is not
Stephen.
here yet.
Yeah. You speak
Someone's
get out
telling
of this
Porky.
talk to the spine of a goblin.
Nico
No,
being
not a
weird
goblin, a
again.
warlock.
Is this a load of hogwash that
Okay.
he's feeding you?
So we're retracing the steps to the farm in the hope of finding whatever it was that abducted the pigs, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Pulling Nico away
Okay.
from stuff as we go. Come on.
Oh, cannibalism jokes in the comments there. Great, I love that. Off we go.
That won't be the last of those you'll see in this game, I think.
Oh,
Okay,
well
so
done.
you secure whatever you want in terms of food and drink on the way out. And yes, that's boring. We won't go through any of that. You have enough cash to buy anything that you want along the way. I think you still have some healing potions from last time, don't you?
I've got
Some
one.
of you may have. Yep. So apart from that, you've all got your weapons and everything you need. All right. So after procuring whatever you need, you leave the city gates and travel out into the farmlands. The terrain becomes more open, dotted with fields and crops and small farmhouses. Farmers move about tending their lands, repairing fences and chasing stock. As you walk by, many of them stop and wave. Closer ones even call out to you. But the directions take you further, where the fields give way to scrub and then to a small forest. It's a sunny day and a pleasant walk, and the trees provide some cooling shade. As you continue to follow the directions Rancid gave you, you come upon a clearing in the woods, and you see a farmhouse about 500 feet away. On the path leading to the farmhouse is a recently painted sign. It says, Shady Swine's Convalescent Home for Poorly Porkers. You're still away from the farm, but you can see in the distance there's a sturdy farmhouse, a large barn, and a couple of smaller outbuildings. So there you are. You've arrived at Shady Swine's Convalescent Home for Poorly Porkers. You are still about 500 feet away, but there it is.
Okay.
Shady Swine's Convalescent Home for Poorly Porkers.
That's the one.
And this is the supplier to Bum.
That is your destination. That's where you've been sent by
We've
Mr.
eaten this
Rancid.
stuff, haven't we? And we like it.
Yep.
It's the barbecue sauce, mate. It's got to be. All right, let's go find out what horror.
Yeah, let's find out.
Oh, are we just
right.
traipsing down there, are we? Knocking on the front door.
You can do that if
Why
you
not?
like.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight line. There's no other type.
Blade Turner, are you sure that's what you're going to let them do?
Well, my ears are tingling, so I might just take my crossbow out my pack and
All right.
just do a bit of a
What's that?
hang back
what's
a bit
that
just
one?
in case.
You can make a perception check if you want to see if you can, like, if your ears are tingling, you can, like, what the other guys have started to trudge forward. Do you want to have a bit of a look before you follow them along?
Yeah, not sure what I'll see from 500 yards. But
That's all right. Have a bit of a perception check. You're an elf.
eyes.
Good eyes. You're okay.
Whoa!
there you go. I see everything.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Good stuff. What does it say in my notes? Oh, you get all of it. Okay. Initially, nothing seems amiss. You do hear the faint sounds of farm animals. But after watching for a moment as the rest of them troop forward, you notice it's odd that there doesn't seem to be anyone moving around in the yard. And after another moment, you notice that there's no smoke from the chimney, and that's unusual. And while you're looking at the farmhouse, you actually spot a smear of something on the sign. It could just be dirt, but is it blood? You're not sure. But that's what you see while everybody else is trudging down the road that leads towards the farm.
Are there pigs here? I mean,
There are
hear the
absolutely pigs.
There are pigs. Cool.
There are
I mean, this
pigs.
place
You
is
can
at
actually see a
least
couple of quite large pigs snuffling around in... Shall I describe the farmhouse to you as you're traipsing towards it?
Yeah, go.
Yep.
Sure. Okay, so you saw already that there's a sturdy farmhouse, a large barn, and a couple of smaller outbuildings. The house is a single-story building, maybe a bit larger than the peasant farmhouses you've seen this morning, so it's actually a bigger construction than that. It's constructed of well-milled timber planks, and the roof is tarred felt overlaid with wooden shingles, and everything seems to be in good repair. As well as the farmhouse, you can see a large single-story barn and a couple of outbuildings. The spaces between the buildings have been divided into pens with low wicker fencing. Small branches have been woven between stout posts. Even from here, you can see the shapes of animals in the pens moving back and forth.
Just before we go any further, question: is there any geese?
Oh, battle
Okay,
geese. Come on.
battle geese. Roll me another perception check.
I'll roll a perception to see if I spot any geese. Oh dear.
Absolutely.
This
So
one
you can
completely
see
missed
farm
the geese.
animals. 11. It's a little far away and you can't see everywhere. So can you guys see that map now?
Oh, do you
Can
need
he
me to
feel
go
the
to-
geese, though?
do you
Are
need to
they-
go
are
to
they
battle
in him?
mode?
I've shown you what I've described. So
Dum, 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 dum.
if you want to have a look, that's there.
Well, with my information on the smudgy sign, lack of smoke, etc.,
Yeah,
etc.,
absolutely.
I feel the person to aid me in this situation is a conspiracy theorist. So I
Okay.
say to Nico, it's a bit odd there's no smoke, and I'm pretty sure that was blood on the sign back there.
Are you sure? I'm sure. I'm in. Okay, so what we need to do, I'm going to get Batty, who is my bat familiar. I'm going to send him in.
All right, so you send Batty. So
You have a bat familiar?
I have
yeah,
a bat familiar.
he reaches
Ew.
into his cloak and pulls out the sleeping form of a bat, whom he,
Mate, you shouldn't keep
wakes
that in
up.
there.
with a wave of his
Very
hand,
warm.
sends it forth. So yeah, Batty can fly over. Where do you want Batty to go?
It's got sweat on its wings. That's
Bats have
yours.
very sensitive hearing. They need to hide from all the screaming I do. So I send out the bat towards the house. What does Batty see? Batty, I see through Batty's eyes. using
You
my
can,
skills.
and in fact, you can do it at infinite range with your new skill. So
Sure can.
yes, you can see through Batty's eyes, although you will have to perhaps put your hand on Blade Turner's shoulder, because while you're seeing through Batty's eyes, you cannot see or hear anything around you.
Isn't there
So-
a height difference between a gnome and an elf?
Well,
Yeah,
he can grab something.
Well,
reach
hey,
real far.
Ding dong.
I reach up very, very far.
All right. So you actually have a character sheet for Batty there, if you'd like to open that up.
Oh, I do.
And Batty can make a perception check. So if you go to the journal page under characters, there is actually a character sheet for Batty.
There is. Perception.
Yep.
So, oh, it's a little different.
It is a little different. You should just be able to click it to make it go. Let me know if you have any problems.
Deception, insight, persuasion. I can't see perception listed.
Okay, let me go and have a look right here, Batty.
Apologies, everybody.
No, that's all right. NPCs are slightly different.
Perception. Roll.
Yeah,
It
perception.
won't let me click on it, so I'll try and copy it in.
That's all right. I'm trying to remember what perception is, whether it's intelligence based.
Error. Can't read properly.
That's all right. Hang on. So perception is a wisdom based thing. So we can just do a straight wisdom roll for him.
Okay.
How's
One of
that?
those. Yeah.
3. It's daytime. Batty can't see shit. He's good at night. But you've just pulled him out of a dark recess of your cloak and sent him out. And all you can see is glare and lens flare. It's like watching a Star Trek film.
Okay, great. Can I hear anything?
I'm not comfortable with where you're keeping that animal, man. That's not right.
So
I'm not
that's
comfortable with
his-
the good book you keep within the good book. We don't talk about it. We just leave it.
Hey, personal. That's personal.
And this
This
is my
time it's
personal
personnel.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
no,
I'm gonna check and see
Batty
if my
wanders
roll
around
can
and
be-
can't see anything useful.
Okay, great. I'm going to use Voice of the Chain Master, I think it's called, which is where I can speak through Batty.
Absolutely.
My own voice.
Yep.
I'm just going to shout, is anybody home? We're here to pick up some pigs. In, like, not my accent at all.
So does your voice come through this bat?
That's
Yes,
terrifying.
regardless
man.
of whether or not it can
This
speak. I can
tiny
still
little
speak through the
creature.
bat.
You up me like, oh, wow. That's
Well,
going
I'd like to introduce you to something in this.
It's
I know
the
you're a
bat
cleric, but
phone.
You don't seem to know. There's magic in this world.
It's the bat phone. So yeah, you use the bat phone to shout out, and
I pretend to be one of the locals, not particularly convincingly, I'm sure. Just be like, "Hello, we're here to pick up some pigs."
so yes, one of the local bats appears to be calling out to say he's here to pick up some pigs. Yes,
Oh, no,
indeed.
but they're inside and we're outside. I'll have Batty hide a little bit, so they can't
Okay.
tell where the voice is coming from.
All right. So where do you want Batty to hide? Under the eaves of the house or the barn or
Yeah.
in a tree?
So, somewhere where people wouldn't immediately look. So yeah, under the eaves of the house works.
Okay, so he's under the eaves of the house.
No one ever
And
looks
yes, your voice booms out that you're here to pick up some pigs.
Does this
And
place look
you're
like it's been
still a
turned over?
reasonable way away. Beg your pardon? What was that,
Does
Kaiser?
this place look like it's been turned over?
No, not in particular.
Okay.
Not that you can see at this range. Anyway, you're still a reasonable way away. And Batty hasn't been as helpful as you might have hoped.
Any response?
You don't see anything from where you are, and if you look through Batty's eyes,
I can hear through Batty's ears as well, though.
You can hear through Batty's ears.
Oh no.
So you actually get advantage on that for things that involve hearing. So yes, if you want to hear through Batty's ears, roll him another wisdom thing with advantage, please.
I don't know how advantage. There it is. Wisdom advantage. Hopefully that's done a thing. Fuck's sake.
6.
That's a 2 and a 4.
Great.
It's 2 and a 4. Yep. Okay.
God.
No. Batty's
Don't hear
not getting anything. Again, you look around and Batty sees like a farmhouse. You see there's like a vegetable garden outside the front door. Everything seems fine.
I let go of Blade Turn. I'm just like, I'm not seeing or hearing anything. I'm assuming there's nothing there.
So I imagine you guys are still a couple of 100 feet away. So you can see that there is a gate at the front. So there's, while there are some wicker gates there's also some stone gates around the outside. And there are a pair of wooden doors there.
Nobody being home is quite suspicious, though, right?
It is very suspicious.
Nobody's home. I think we should treat this one as a bit suspect, lads.
Always do.
Let's gird up our loins and all that. Get ready for a fight.
Okay.
I'm.
Turner, you should take the tree line.
I was going to say I've got my crossbow out, so I'm going to sort of go up to the wall and prop my crossbow on the wall to provide some cover.
Given what happened last time, mate, don't you think you should like fan out to one of the flanks because we got like ambushed from the side last time?
Yeah, you should split the party totally.
You like it more. You like
Yeah.
it
Wander off on your own,
got-
like 200 meters in that direction. That seems
I was
like a
more
fantastic
thinking
idea.
20.
So Blade Turner, move yourself on the map to where you would like to be.
You get the right one up.
Don't go inside the compound yet.
I am going to
you're
move
walking
myself
up
up
to
to here. That way, I've got some sight up in that corner and some sight into the main building, the main courtyard.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm going to
So
get
I'm doing a
myself
bit of
set
flank
up.
and a bit of middle. There you go.
Okay.
I'm going to get myself set up so that if something happens and jumps out to us,
What's
I've got my
that?
hellish rebuke waiting.
Look on the floor.
Eh,
Yeah. So where's everybody else?
I've gone next to Arnie. Arnie, mate, I think the way we did it last time works really well. You go run at the big guy if there's trouble. Try and squeeze his balls. Get yourself beat up by distracting the main event, and the rest of us will deal with the problem. Can we
Got
rely
it.
me to do? Yeah,
I'm on
cool.
it.
Now, are you guys stealthing up or are you just
I'm not.
advancing?
What? There's no point in
You're not.
stealthing up.
Stealth is for people who've got something to hide. We really don't.
All right.
Arnie's idea of stealthing is to do a funky tune as he goes up.
I'm literally going to sprint up to the gate, stop, awkwardly sort of go to my knees, do a front roly-poly, stand back up and carry on walking. That's it.
Needless Shatner move.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it.
Okay.
Can we hear the combat mode music? Is it like
Very quietly. Very quietly.
Very 60s. Yep, absolutely. Any moment, a bad
Come on.
guy in a suit is going to come staggering out from behind the bushes and wave his mandibles or something at you.
Jump out
Oh,
sideways with their hands out.
Has Batty returned to Nico at this point, or is he
No,
still
Batty
in the house?
is
Still on the
still. So Batty went here. So Batty
Yeah.
is near the front door.
He neglected to mention a dead body on the floor. That is pretty useless as a bat, mate.
It literally rolled like a 2.
Yep.
It didn't see
Dead
the.
body?
So Blade Turner,
It just
As
woke up.
you-
It hadn't even opened its wings since I lobbed it towards the house at that point. It didn't know the body was.
Grenade now.
Yeah.
all right.
Wakes him
So
up
Blade
later.
Turner, as you come up and rest your crossbow on the wall, you smell blood. And this is a familiar thing to you from the classroom. You've smelt this before. And yes, as you look over, there is a woman who appears to be deceased. You couldn't see her before because she's lying down behind the the wall, but from your position there, you can now quite clearly see her, and she has been deceased for a couple of days. If you want a more
Partially eaten by the pigs, then.
well, put it
That's
this
why
way:
they're
roll me a medicine check to get a better idea of
I
how
don't
long
want to
she's
think
been
about
there.
that too hard. I don't want to think about it too much.
This is not going to go well at all.
13.
Oh, was it me? Or?
So
Both. Who cares?
it was Blade Turner because he's right there. But yeah, from just having a look over the fence, yeah, she's been dead a couple of days, probably no more than 3. But you can't really tell what might have killed her because, again, the pigs have had a bit of a nibble.
Pigs do that.
Can I assume it's death by pig?
You can assume that if you like. I won't stop you assuming that.
I'd like to just point the dead body to the rest of my team. Like, told you.
Pigs
I'm going to go over and inspect for
literally
any
anything.
vaguely jagged wounds, like from small daggers that haven't been looked after, or arrows sticking out of them. Something really obvious and goblin-y, you know?
Okay. You can't see that from where you are. So
I'm wandering in,
she's
baby.
15 feet away from you.
Someone's killed Kaiser.
Yeah,
Is that-
apparently.
I'm looking at buttons.
I'm tired.
All right. So, yeah, if you want to make another medicine check now that you're closer.
It won't go any better. 15, 2 better.
It went better. Okay, while there is a lot of pig damage, you can see other stuff that looks like they might be slash wounds.
Okay, I will inform the others.
There might even
Goblins
be some
did
blunt
it.
force.
They've been stabbed, I think. And the only thing I know that stabs other things is goblins.
So, as things stand, the pigs appear to all be here. The farmhouse doesn't look like it's been turned over. There's just a dead body in the courtyard.
Yep.
We
That's
haven't
all that
checked
you
if they've
can
been
see.
robbed yet. We haven't seen inside the house. So
Straight up murder, man.
I mean,
So,
what about
Nico,
finders
as
keepers?
you say, goblins did it.
Goblin 5! Goblin 8! Oh no!
goblins actually did it. Oh, goblins.
We're
will
never
have
going to
done
hear the end of
everything
this.
forever now.
Nico looks
Everything forever.
satisfied that the goblins are doing it. It's like vindicated, proven his point. I told
The
you.
crazy in the eyes changes a little bit to just be like
So,
good crazy. You know?
as you say goblins did it,
Vindication.
you stand up and look up to a pair of crazed goblin eyes looking at you from around the corner of this building. And yeah, you can just see this goblin over the woodpile as it leaps forward and attacks you. And I think we'd best roll some initiative. So remember to select your character, and then you can roll an initiative for them.
I'm hellish rebuking as a reaction, by the way.
I'm sure you'll enjoy doing that.
I will love it.
I'm trying to remember how I do this.
So I click my token. Is that
So
right?
you guys have, so you click your token, and then
16,
you
baby.
click the word initiative. Oh, hang on. The turn order's still got stuff in it from last time, including Captain Rolf. That was very naughty of me. So let me go and clear that.
Dude's definitely not coming back. Yeah, you can clear that.
Yep.
So it's me.
But I need to do it
Okay,
again.
so who had rolled? So James, I'll add you to the turn order,
16.
and you had
baby.
16.
I'm being completely
Goblins.
thick. Where am I clicking?
So
Initiative.
the word initiative on your character sheet.
Right, I see. Yeah, I'm with you now. Sorry.
Yep. Ooh, goblins do good.
But if you haven't selected your token, it's not auto-populated the thing.
Yeah. So I'll fix any of those that need
There we go.
fixing. So Goblin 5 is going to go for all the goblins, and he got 14. Okay, so I'll put him back where he came from. Who else? So Callum. Oh, Blade Turner's in there with 5. Johnny, I need to put you in, don't I? And you got
12 for me.
that one. Well done.
Why is my initiative so small?
You rolled well.
Because you rolled a 1. So you got a +4 for initiative, but you rolled a 1. Johnny B, you got 12. Why did I put 5 with you? There you go. Okay, so let me just sort that. There we go. Is everybody reasonably happy with that?
Crush them.
Well,
Okay, so Nico,
And
you are
verily
up
did St. Barbara
first.
smite her enemies.
Nico, what would you like to do? So you've
I'd like
spotted
to-
this one goblin here.
I'd like to look wildly vindicated, and I would like to hellish rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke is something that you can do once they've given you some damage. It's a reaction, it's not an attack.
You point your finger at the creature that damaged you. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's
then I'll
something
go
that you
for
can
the
do
next
as a...
spell.
So you're going to Burning Hands it.
I think Burning Hands, yeah. I'll try and fit as
Okay,
many
well
of them into
that's a
the cone as I can.
15-foot cone. 5, 10, 15. Well, you only get 1,
Just the one.
but
and a
you
pig, but
also get the wood pile and the pig
Nice, nice, nice,
and
nice.
the lady's corpse.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So you rolled a... So you've rolled damage. You have to roll a hit first.
Okay. I thought that was to hit.
Nope, that's the damage. That's rolling 3d6.
Give me a
So
minute.
you need to make a spell attack. So on your character sheet, under weapons and stuff, you should have Burning Hands that you can click there.
It's never happened for some reason.
Can
I do have my Eldritch Blast, which I can use, and we'll just ignore
Hang
the
on.
damage.
No.
Oh, it is up there. My bad.
It's right there, right at the top.
It's the same thing. 'Cause I think it just automatically hits.
Burning Hands. Let's show spell description.
On self.
Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. Cool. So I can
or
make a
take
dex
15
save.
damage.
That's fine. The wood pile automatically fails. The building automatically fails. The goblin will make a dex save. 12. What was the DC?
13.
13. So you cook him. He takes 15 points of damage because that's what you rolled first up. He gets immediately crisped.
As it should
Okay.
be.
What about the pig?
Grunter.
I'd like to
Yeah,
apologize
so-
in advance to Grunter's family.
Grunter's backside is in the way. Where are you, Grunter? Here we go. Grunter needs to make a dex save.
Oh
Well,
dear.
Grunter fails his dex save. So Pig BQ, how many hit points does Pig have? Not
400 or
that
something.
many. He has 11. So
Right.
he is bacon. Okay.
They didn't say we have to get the pigs back in one piece. Let's be
We're going
honest.
to eat that
All
one.
right.
That one's cooked.
So yeah,
Didn't
Grunter
say it had to
is
be alive.
dead. The building, however, and the woodpile is now also alight. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Wow.
I'll take a little wander.
Yeah, where do you want to go?
3, 4, 5, down to there.
Okay, so you guys see a great whoosh of flame, a scream from Nico, and he comes running out the doors, pushing past Arnie.
It's goblins. It's goblins. I told you it was goblins.
Okay,
always
Nico,
goblins.
is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, let the goblins do something about that.
All right,
And
the goblins
destruction of
will.
property.
So they hop over the wall. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The goblins hop over and start shouting something. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do any of you speak Goblin?
Almost definitely, yes.
I mean, there's every chance the goblins were the farmers, right? And these guys are killed with the thugs.
You obviously don't know about the conspiracy of the cabal of goblins that runs the world. So
I
Yep.
thought that was the lizard men, man.
5,
lizard men
10,
are just
15,
goblins.
20. Arnie, a goblin
Yes.
appears in front of you.
Oh, does he?
He does, and he's going to have at you. But you notice he's not actually carrying a weapon. He came bursting out of the barn, and he appears to be carrying a slops bucket. And he goes to hit you.
What a son of a
Does a
bitch.
15 hit you?
I don't know, does it?
What's your armor class?
15.
So it does hit you. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and you need to give me a con save, please.
Oh, what save?
A Constitution save.
A Constitution save. Please hold. Well, I tried to connect you.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm on hold.
I'm
So there's a saving box on your character sheet top left. There's a thing for saves, and just click the word Constitution in there, and it'll do the roll for you.
that.
8, that's a fail. You are poisoned.
Boo!
Okay,
Ah, shit.
now there's something that you notice about this goblin, by the way, and that is this. He can take the disengage or hide action as a bonus action. So in his bonus action, he is going to disengage and use the last of his movement to step lively that way. Can he make it? 5, 10, 15, 20. And as you see him run away, another goblin comes bursting out of the same doors, runs up to you, and daggers you. This one's not carrying a bucket. This one attacks you for 16. That's 1 point of piercing damage.
Son of a bitch.
And then he does the same and disappears up here.
Have I got a roll?
This guy,
Constitution again?
10, 15, 20,
No.
25. Nope. You don't. He stabbed you with his knife. The other one hit you with a shit bucket.
That's right.
So,
That is correct.
Yes. No, that's a special thing for the bucket. Okay, that's their go for this turn. So they've come boiling out of the barn. They've come hopping over the wall up here. And yes, there are lots of hostile goblins in there. Who's up next? Arnie. So you've been hit with a shit bucket and you've been stabbed with a knife, a small rusty knife. What would you like to do? You are poisoned. That does give you disadvantage on your attack rolls. Yes.
Okay, so I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna run up to the middle. I'm gonna rage if I can.
Okay, you rage.
Ah! Which is somewhere I can see it.
That's all right. You don't have to do anything with it. Just
You
tell
don't
me
need
that
to do
you've
anything.
raged. Yep,
I've raged.
you are enraged.
Right. How many actions have I got?
You have one action. You can move, and you have a bonus action and a reaction.
Let's go there.
So 5, 10, 15 feet. Yep. So you run up into the middle of a trio of goblins.
And then I'm going to spin around with my axe.
Okay. So which one would you like to attack?
I'm going to start with Goblin 8, is it?
Yep.
I actually see it.
That's all right. That one up there. Yep. So you're going to give him an attack. Yep.
And I'm going to slap him with my battle axe, my magical battle axe.
Okay.
I think. What's that? Battle axe two-handed? No, two-handed.
Yeah, you can two-hand him.
Yeah. Oosh.
23. Takes 2 hands to handle a whopper. Oh, you're at disadvantage. 10. No. Even though he's just wearing scraps of armor and bits of rags. Yeah. That's unfortunately your...
Disadvantage. He would become advantaged because he's raged, but he's disadvantaged from the poison, and it cancels out. So he just has a
No,
normal attack.
rage doesn't give you
Is that how that
advantage.
works?
Nope.
Okay.
If he took reckless attack would give him advantage on the strike. You could do that.
That's where I'm getting confused. Thank you.
Yes, that's
could
exactly
do
what
that,
it did with my new
but
skill. Because I'm reckless,
with your new skill,
and then
okay.
they get
But you
advantage.
do remember with your new skill that puts you at disadvantage of anybody whacking you the next time.
Yeah.
So they will...
Advantage!
Okay, cool. All right, so it's a straight roll, which is a 23. So that hits for 8. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you give him a good thumping. But he's still there, looking at you with his little goblin eyes.
God damn it! Bye!
His tongue sticking out through his goblin-y teeth, and he's just...
That's
They're
all I
all-
can do. I'm just seething, covered in shit, swinging
Yeah.
my battle axe.
So none of you speak goblin?
No, I speak Gnomish. Does that help?
Apparently
No.
not.
I'm guessing the
All right.
gnome also speaks Gnomish.
But they are definitely shouting things to each other.
They're not goblin thieves, are they? Because I can understand the thievish bit, but
No, they're not speaking in thieves' cant. Arnie, is there anything you would like to do? You still have some movement. You could move away if you wanted to.
No, that would make it too easy.
Can I get a general feeling just from like body language and the way that they're talking to each other, like vaguely what it is that they're attempting to communicate? Is it like combat talk? Is it like I wish they'd stop? Is it fear? What is it that they're...
You really need to have an action to do that. I would let you spend your reaction this turn to make a roll for something if you would like. So there has to be a cost. So if you want to spend your reaction this turn...
I think I'm going to be killing them either way, so I'd rather save the reaction for a spell.
Okay, fair enough. But no, they do appear, however, to be saying something. They're not just shouting unintelligibly.
Okay.
They're actually saying things. You hear words, but you just don't understand the sense of those words.
Those words
Just
will stop
realised-
very soon.
So, Arnie, if that's the end of your turn,
You're muted.
It is,
Eric, you're up.
Yeah. So are they trying to talk to us?
No, they don't. They appear to be talking to each other. So whether they're shouting tactical advice or... I mean, from what you're hearing, they're very excited. They're a little angry. But that's the best sense that you can get. Otherwise, it's complete
Yeah.
hogwash.
But if they were trying to say, "Get lost, this is our farm, we didn't do this," they'd be trying to talk to us, right?
Yeah.
And they're not trying to do that.
But
So
all they've
how-
done
Logic I
is
can get behind.
they've sprung a ambush on you.
Ambush. Woo!
It's a ambush.
Okay, so
Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you, everybody.
Okay,
Okay, so Eric, what are you up to?
St. Joan, alongside the right hand of St. Barbara, verily did step in and smite the beast.
Okay, you are standing, by the way, on bits of flaming pork there, but I'm sure that just makes you look very cool.
That
I-
thing is 10
I
foot,
only
10
hit the
feet
rear
long.
end.
He's a big porker.
It's just
Very
Hunter
very
was a
nice
big
pork.
boy. Yeah,
I hit the
this
rear
like
leg. There's
this
just
isn't
one
Porky
also, there's
Pig.
one gone.
Well, I've got
These
to
are
stand
special pigs, remember?
I've got to stand on the right hand of St. Barbara, so that's what
Yeah,
the
yeah, you
captain
can do it.
says.
I'm just letting you know that you're doing battle
Yeah.
over the flaming corpse of
And then the wounded looking goblin is going to get maced in the brain.
maced in the membrane.
Oh,
Sure
boom!
is.
22. Yeah, yeah. So you come charging through the gates, shouting about St. Joan, and this guy whirls around from the assault by Arnie and looks up at you just as the mace hits him right between the eyes,
And
which
look at those eyes.
comically roll around, and then he falls over backwards with a bit of a squeak.
Boosh!
But I can't do that on there because that's the picture that is on StreamYard. I'll do it on here, which is actually him. Yep. He is an ex-goblin. He has ceased to be. Don't go bacon my heart.
God's sake.
So, Eric, is there anything
You're
else you'd like
hurting
to
me,
do? You have some more
That's-
movement.
Do I?
You can move another 5, 10, you got another 10 feet of movement, yeah.
Okay. I was trying to stop them on ganging up on Johnny. That was
Yep,
the
sure
idea
thing.
on Arnie. So
Yep.
when you say I've got more movement, though, there is this concept of engagement, right?
Yeah, but you
Well,
just
yeah.
killed the guy you're engaged
Yeah.
with, so you are now free to move as you like.
Yeah, but I can.
But he's
that's
also
stopping
within
this
5
one.
feet of that goblin.
Yeah, sure, you can't move out of his range without inviting an attack. But yeah,
Cool.
stepping there is great.
Yeah.
Okay, Blade Turner, it is up to you. So you peeked over, and yeah, suddenly when Nico went in, goblins are pouring in everywhere, and it appears to be on for young and old. What would you like to do?
So I'm guessing if I tried to stab the goblin over the wall, I'll be disadvantaged in some way because there's a wall between us.
You're an assassin. Actually, he hasn't made an attack
And it's flanked.
yet. Oh, you don't have assassinate yet.
No.
You can hop the wall though, and
That
shank
was-
him in the back with advantage.
That was kind of, again, that's not the actual picture. Let me go to the picture. That was kind of my plan if the wall was going to cause a problem. There we go.
Yep. So you hop over the wall. You are, however, holding your crossbow.
I dropped it to get over the wall.
Okay, so it is sitting on top of the wall. You'd be able to pick it up again, but you may draw your rapiers or daggers or whatever it is that you have, and you
I'm
may
going to draw my
stab at him.
rapier in my main hand and my venom dagger in my offhand.
Ooh, okay. So make your primary attack. 19 will do it. So it's 11 piercing, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Kaiser, you step up to this goblin and you go to square off with him with your mace.
Oh, hang on. No, I've just realised that wasn't with advantage. Oh, it
Doesn't matter. That's plenty.
You got him. Got him.
So what actually
Yeah.
happens is Kaiser faces up to this guy, and then this rapier point suddenly appears out of his throat from behind, and Blade Turner had slipped over the fence without you seeing and shanked this guy, and he is now well and truly shanked and drops.
When that, I can use my
You
bonus
still have
action.
more movement. You could move to another one and do a bonus action attack if you want to hop the blazing porker there.
Hop the blazing porker. So I can get
it's
down
a
to
Scottish country
goblin.
dance. Have you not heard it? It's like the
So it
Dragon
was
White
10
Guardian.
feet to get over the wall. You've got 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can get into contact with another goblin.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then I shall rapier that goblin as well.
You have to do it with your other hand because you've done your rapier attack.
Okay,
So
I'll do it with my dagger.
venom dagger him. Yeah,
Yeah, is this with advantage?
this is your
or normal?
bonus action. There's no advantage here.
Or just normal. Okay.
Yeah, just normal. Oh, so is that 9 piercing, and then he needs to make a
Yeah.
thing to resist the venom, does he?
It
It actually doesn't matter.
I don't think that matters.
No. So yeah, Blade Turner, you roll over the wall, leaving your crossbow on top, rapier one guy, and then slide past the blazing pork, and stick your dagger in the other guy, who goes and collapses at your feet, and you shake both your blades to get the goblin gore off, and it is now Nico's turn.
Hey.
Guys, we
So
need
we're
to
top of
grab
the
at least
round.
one of them to find out what happened here.
It ain't the one I'm in front of.
bad for the goblins.
Right.
So Nico, what are you up to? You are hiding on the other side of the wall.
The present gentleman who is directly next to me. I'd like
Yes.
him to know that he would be about to taste my lightning. And I'm going to
Okay.
Eldritch Blast him.
Okay, so you lean over the wall and you Eldritch Blast this guy at point blank range. Go for it.
I'm sure. I definitely do. If it would let me click it.
Yep. And you're so
There it
enthusiastic
is.
that you lean over and blasted him, but you miss
Mhm.
Goblin and hit Porky.
Yeah.
No!
I think
There have been a lot of ones tonight.
I critically
There's a
failed
lot
that.
of ones.
Yeah, that
You
was,
do.
yeah,
You
that's
critically
how
fail
goes.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a d6, please.
Cool. Yeah.
So in the chat thing, /r
Yeah.
space 1d6, and then hit return.
5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Porky catches fire and goes running.
These pigs are extremely flammable.
Okay. So, yep, Porky
That's what's so
goes
special about
over.
them, is it that they cook in 1 second when you actually get around to
Absolutely.
putting it in the frying pan? You slice
Absolutely.
a piece off and it goes in the pan and goes, done. That's it. That's just cooked now.
Okay. So, yeah, you do that and you miss
Mhm.
horribly. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
I have a little, just like re-hide. Just hide
You're
from
gonna duck
everyone,
back
hide
down?
from myself, hide from the world.
You see the goblin turn around and
Yeah.
go, what was that? Although much more high-pitched. What was that? Okay.
And the goblin,
Now it's the
presumably.
goblin's turn. So, this happens.
What, new special rules?
Goblin
Goblin
boss
boss
man.
Oh,
Door bursts
Okay.
open like
The
Shreken's
front door
toilet.
bursts open, like slams open on its hinges. And a much larger goblin than the others comes charging out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he comes up and gives you a bit of a snotting there, Arnie.
Of course.
Let's get Goblin Boss Man. He has a scimitar in one hand and a dagger in the other. So he scimitars you.
Ooh,
Ooh, so you take 6 slashing.
That'll hit.
So this guy comes charging out, and he is 3 times the size of all the other goblins. He has great fangs, yellowish fangs in his teeth, and he looks grumpy and unhappy, and he gives you a good scimitaring.
Can
And
I
then
try and dodge it?
brings
Sorry,
it
is that
back.
for resistance?
No, he hits you again for another 3. So that's 9 points of damage all up.
Is that
How are
half
you
for
going on the
raging?
health front?
I'm trying to remember barbarian rules.
So for raging, there's slashing damage. So yeah, halved. So 4 all up.
4 total.
Yep. So take that off your hit points.
Oosh.
There you go. So yep, this guy has come charging out, slashed you twice with his scimitar, and he now just roars in your face. But he's as quick as the small ones, and before you can do anything, he disengages.
he's got that nimble roll.
15, he most
Yeah,
certainly
mate.
does.
You don't look that nimble.
Oddly quick for a
Just
big boy.
dodged out of my tackle zone, man. Damn you.
15, 20, 25, 30. So he's going to
3
go
up. Those fucking
there.
elves.
Hang
Wait,
on. When you say bonus action, Harry,
Yeah.
is that an additional action, or is that not the same
Okay.
as your
In every
offhand?
combat turn, in every combat turn, you can
Yeah.
move, you can take an action, you can take a bonus action if you have one, and you can take a reaction. A bonus action is a specific type of thing that will say it is a bonus action.
Right.
So, for example, Hellish Rebuke is a reaction. So it takes up the reaction part.
Right. I thought it was an off. The second attack was an offhand attack. That's why I was thinking.
No,
It wasn't, no.
he has that.
Multi-attack.
Yeah.
Oh, second attack has disadvantage. Just let me roll that again and see if it actually gets you, Johnny.
No.
No. So you get 1 health point back.
Yay!
Always worth
Thank you
checking
for
the rules.
keeping me honest there, Eric the
Yeah,
Cleric.
I'm just checking how it works. D&D is quite different from
Those guys,
first
it is a
edition
bit
outbreak.
different. Okay. Now, there's some other things that start happening on the Goblin's
Do they
turn.
not?
No, they're definitely happening, and they look a
Can I
bit
roll
like
for them
this.
to not happen?
You can roll as much as you like.
Oh, yeah. No one
If I
told
need
me
to
that.
zoom out the map to see any of these, you'll let me. Let me know when
Yep.
you finish.
Well, that's all right. They're coming.
I feel this is a goblin hamdemic.
Oh,
Boo.
that's very good. Okay, so he can make it to there.
Oh, can I react?
Fight me!
No, you can't. So it's still his attack. This guy is going to come to there. I'm going to move that guy out of the way because he's just a corpse. That guy's going to run into there. He's going to hop 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He can get to there. Arnie, really bad things are about to happen to you. So this goblin is going to attack you, and he is going to scimitar you.
Nope.
11. Nope. So he tries to scimitar you. That doesn't work. This goblin can attack you as well. So he is going to dagger you. 12 doesn't hit you, does it? He's
Armor
got
class
his attack.
15.
Yeah. The 21 does, though. So you take 4 of piercing, which halves down to 2.
Awesome.
And then the last guy has a scimitar. No, nat 1. He does nothing.
Sweet.
But 2 of the goblins here have bows, and they've pulled out their short bows. So for 8 piercing, so that goes down to 4.
Ouch!
And the last one is going to use his bow. 13. So that doesn't hit you if your armor class is 15. Does that 15 include a shield?
It just says armor class 15. I think it's because I'm naked and I've got some uber skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do. You have unarmored defense. Let me just check that you're not wearing a shield. Holy symbol, great axe. Nope. So that's cool. Yeah. So your armor class is 15. Yeah. So only one of the arrows got through. All right. That I think is all of the goblins have had their. Oh no. There's the one next to you, Nico.
No, that one doesn't do anything.
Well, actually, what he does do is walks over here and has a go at Blade Turner with advantage.
Did I kill his friends?
He's the one with the shit bucket. Does a 12 hit you?
No, armor class 15.
Right, okay. No, he takes a wild swing at you with the shit bucket, but manages to slop it on other people, but not on you. And that, I believe, is the end of all the goblins' turns. So, Arnie, you're up, and Eric the Cleric, you're after him.
Boo! Right. I immediately smell the goblin with the shit bucket, and I'm going to cleave him in two.
Okay. So, please make an attack.
So,
Are
am
you
I
going to be
disadvantaged?
reckless? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh, no,
I'm
that's all right.
thinking.
No. So remember, you reckless attacked last time. All of those attacks against you should have been at advantage,
Oh, yes.
but that's too late. So next time I'll remember. So just let me know if you're going to reckless again, okay?
Okay, we'll do.
I don't think you should do that.
So you're attacking shit
Not
bucket
this
here.
time. I'm going to attack shit bucket with my double-handed axe again. Why not? Let's do that. Two-handed, naturally.
With disadvantage.
All right, ignore that then.
11. Doesn't matter either way. Clong. You try and attack him and it doesn't work. You're still feeling very woozy from being covered in shit before. You're not doing very well. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You are completely
I'm
surrounded.
super agile, right? I'm super agile. Can I get out of dodge? Can I use my roly-poly skills to roly-poly out of the way? Through where Goblin 1 was?
I would let you try and push through the goblins, but don't forget, as you leave, you will be going out of combat range of a bunch of them, and I'm remembering that I have advantage. So you may do what you wish.
Maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll end my turn there and hope that I can survive.
Okay. Eric the Cleric, what would you like to do? Suddenly your friend Arnie and Blade Turner are absolutely surrounded by goblins.
Yeah, but the solution to
screaming
this
hordes of little green guys with wobbly eyes.
How bloody is John?
I'm down to about
I don't know
14.
So yeah, that's about half your hit points.
Yeah, from 25.
Would have been a lot more if I'd remembered I had advantage on stuff. But
yeah.
Right.
This
okay.
turn.
So healing word's got range, right?
Healing word does indeed have range, yes.
Yeah.
So you can fling it from there.
I will move to here.
Yep, you can do that.
I will yell at the boss man, "Come get me!" And then I will channel healing at Arnie McTavish.
Okay, so how much healing do you do?
How much healing do I do? Is I just lost my character sheet in the process of pressing all the buttons.
Oh, I love this. The proficiency with Roll20.
It's not the same as pen and paper, is it? Really?
No, I don't know where it is on this menu.
It should be under your weapons, like an attack.
No, I've lost my character sheet.
Yeah.
So
healing word. Let me click it for you.
In the menu bar on the right, if you go to the top and click the little thing that looks like a newspaper, your character sheet will be underneath it.
There we go. Thank you.
So I rolled it for you, and you get 4. There, Arnie.
Back up 4 points.
Back up 4 points.
Up to 18.
Wow, yeah, that was a shitty roll. Sorry, Kaiser, I rolled you a 1.
That's all right.
Okay, so you've called out a challenge to the Goblin Boss Man, and you've healed Arnie some more. Blade Turner, you're up. Nico, you're after him.
Banging my mace on my shield.
So theoretically,
yeah,
I like it already.
Every goblin I can reach, I get advantage against because they're all engaged with someone else. 10, 11, and 6.
Hang on. So now you are talking about using your rogue abilities.
Yes.
Sneak attack.
That's the one.
No, it doesn't give you advantage. You get sneak attack if you have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You will get sneak attack because all of these guys are engaged. What you don't get is advantage.
Oh, if you have advantage, sorry.
If you have advantage. But anybody who's next to Johnny, who you stab, you can add your sneak attack to, because they're too busy looking at him and not at you. Does that make sense? So you would roll a standard roll, but yeah, you can rapier somebody and dagger somebody.
Okay,
and the first one can have sneak attack.
I'm going to sneak attack against Goblin.
Number
6, because he's got the bucket that poisons
He's got the poison shit bucket, yep.
And I presume that poison takes effect over time. So.
Yep, so stab him.
With advantage.
No, not with advantage. You do not have advantage.
I don't have it. Yeah, sorry. Rapier.
So stab him as normal.
Yep.
13 is not a hit, I'm afraid. As you go to stab at him, he actually deflects your blade with the bucket.
That bucket is powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful bucket.
It is a bucket of power. You do still have your offhand attack if you want to use your bonus action for that.
I shall do, and I will go against number 11 for that one.
Yep.
I need to scroll back up, so bear with me a second.
$16, absolutely. So, having been deflected by the shit bucket, you whirl around and you stab the other goblin.
Momentum from the spin.
It is. And he goes. So I'm actually going to start dragging the dead goblins out so that they're not cluttering the place up. So we're only seeing active goblins.
So they can be replaced by live ones.
Well, I can recycle them. There's an extra 1d2 that comes out every turn.
Oh.
Okay. That is Blade Turner's go. You're not going to move? You're not going to do anything else? You're all good?
I think if I move, I'm going to get stabbed by that goblin there.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm going to get stabbed by a goblin, so yeah, I'm not going to move.
That is the combat right now.
Nico.
Okie dokie.
So you're hiding behind the wall. You can't see what's going on, but there's still lots of screaming and bashing and clattering of weapons and the occasional spray of shit that you can see coming above the wall.
I'm going to hop the fence to there.
Yep.
And then I'm going to make my way along here.
Okay. Can you just give me a deck save? Because where you hopped onto wasn't an empty square.
Okie dokie. Well, I can avoid that if you'd prefer me to do that.
No, do a deck save. You hopped over and it was there.
Okie dokie. Let me get back to something that isn't this. Dex.
Goblin ambush!
Dex save.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a 3.
Clang. Okay. You go prone in that square.
Okay.
So you hopped over. That's 5 feet. Takes half your movement to stand up. So you trip over the bucket. So that leaves you, 10 feet left. So you've got 2 squares of movement from there. But unfortunately, you tripped over that wheelbarrow.
2 squares of movement.
You've got 2 squares of movement left. If you run up here behind Goblin 6, you have advantage with Blade Turner. But he is the one wielding the shit bucket. So that's your choice to make.
I feel this will be the hill we die on.
If I lightning bolt him in the spine, do I still get that advantage?
Actually, it would cancel out because the lightning bolt thing is a ranged spell attack, isn't it? Which you would be doing at point blank range.
If I did it from
here, you do it from there, it would just be a straight attack.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll just do that then.
Yep. So you're going to Eldritch Blast him.
Certainly will.
10. So you aim slightly too high, so it passes over the goblin's head, and Blade Turner looks at you as the Eldritch Blast sizzles past him, sizzles past Eric the Cleric, and slams into the now burning outbuilding.
I promise that at some point in combat, I'll roll more than a 6. I tell you, fellas, it will happen eventually.
There's a huge improvement on a 1.
So, Nico, is there anything else you'd like to do?
It's falling on my ass over a bucket is the equivalent of a 1. It's the same thing, man.
I think Nico's just excited that his prediction about goblins was correct still. He's still...
This is kind of like Carry On Over the Pig Pen. That's great. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do this turn, Nico?
Oh, the tears are still rolling down my cheeks. I'm still a warlock embarrassment to my clan at this point. So,
right, okay.
Finally, my conspiracy is proven correct, and I can't even get over a wall past a bucket in order to take advantage of this situation.
All right, so it is Goblin.
I was right. Totally distracted.
Okay. So, it is the Goblin's turn. Shitbucket Goblin is going to take the disengage action so that he can move away from Blade Turner without getting an attack of opportunity. And he is going to dong Nico with the bucket. That's an 18.
So can I hellish rebuke him on his movement, or it's after a hit, isn't it?
After the hit. So... He clons you for 3 bludgeoning damage, And you need to make a DC 12 con save.
Con save. Yeah, I don't do
Which
that.
you fail. You are currently poisoned.
Yeah, I
So,
rolled
everything you do is at disadvantage as well
That's
for
cool.
1 minute.
I love that.
So he disengaged there, ran up, clonged you. Yep,
Okay.
that'll be the end of his turn.
It won't be the end of my turn.
What will the other goblin... Oh, you're going to Hellish Rebuke him, though.
Of course I am.
Yep, so you need to make a spell attack.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought
With disadvantage, of course.
Yeah. So, disadvantage.
Or does he make a save?
Hellish
How does
Rebuke
Hellish Rebuke work?
at level 1.
Yep.
DC 13 dex save.
DC 13 dex save. So, shit bucket goblin. That's nat 20's it. You Hellish
I'm
Rebuke
glad the
him.
dice are going well for someone.
He just dodges out of the way as, like, in fact, Hellish Rebuke, you actually speak to him, and it's obvious that you have just spoken to him in a language he doesn't understand. So, like, you have rebuked him and he's gone, huh?
Pardon? Can I go again on that one?
I'm pretty sure that goblins, the shit bucket goblin's actually the guy in charge.
Shit bucket goblin's doing very, very well. Okay, so it is the goblin's turns. That was just him.
Is it not
It's
safe
half
but
as
not
much damage
damage?
on a success. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he did succeed. So he takes 3. Yep.
I said, finally, the goblin conspiracy, and he heard finally.
Yep.
That's all he caught from that one.
Okay. How can I get everybody to have advantage for this? Okay, so Goblin 9 is going to step up to Arnie, and he is going to scimitar you. Does a 23 hit? So, 7 half to 3,
Okay, he's still
Oh my
here.
god.
but bonus action disengage.
Do I get to beat him up?
No, you don't, because
No,
he's taking
just
an
normal.
action to disengage. So he actually goes over here and starts beating out the flames on this pig. Okay, goblin number 4 moves into position here, and he is going to dagger you.
Nah, man.
17. That's a hit, isn't it?
That
He
ain't
does
I'm
1 point of piercing damage, halved to nothing.
Yay!
Goblin, Goblin 10. Oh, so he moved there. Blah blah blah. He is going to disengage and go to Nico. Goblin 10 is going to dagger you. 18. So that's 3 piercing, halved to 1.
On me still.
You're just shrugging this.
On
off.
you.
Down to 14.
This guy is going to move around to get advantage, and he is going to scimitar you.
14 is like my health. You're good.
4 halved to 2. So he does 2 points.
Well,
Then there's the 2 short bow guys. They're concentrating on the big threat, guys. 11 is nothing. 15.
Are they not a disadvantage for shooting into combat, didn't you say?
No. It's if you do a ranged attack when you're too close, but they are
when
at
you're
range.
within 5 feet.
Right.
Yeah. So no. So 15. That's 4 half to 2. So you take another 2 points of damage.
down to 10.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Actually, he can disengage and do that, because that lets the boss man do this. The boss man is going to scimitar you with advantage. Right, your boss man, here he is. Oh, nat 1.
Hey.
But he's got multi-attack.
Doesn't he trip over a
11.
bucket or something?
Well, he might as well have, because he's just done the square root of nothing.
And
So
he
he is then going to nimble escape.
But he's already
And-
moved all of his movement, hasn't he?
He's 5, 10, 15, 20. No.
He's got 10 left.
Yep.
Okay.
So he can
'Cause
move away to there
I
with his
did think
bonus
that
action.
last time. I just didn't want to interrupt. He seemed to move a
No.
long way in and then a long way out.
Yeah. So, yes, he only had 10 move left. And, yeah, there he is. He's just moved out of range. But, Arnie, I mean, you were surrounded by goblins. They all have just about gone. There's only one left.
Sweet.
And it is now your turn, but you are feeling very unwell.
It's fine. I can live with this. Come on! Let's do it! Let's
So you
dance,
run up to the
Batman.
boss man. Oh, okay. So
The goblin
Goblin
attacks
10
me on the
gets...
way out. Yep.
He does.
Yep.
He absolutely does.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't have me goblins up. I'm going to scimitar you. No,
It takes me a minute to get
No.
my
Cool.
movement up.
I'm going to
he
reckless
absolutely
attack.
misses.
Reckless attack the boss with a two-handed axe. Does that put me on
Okay.
advantage?
Yeah, it does give you advantage, so go for it with advantage.
Two-handed swing. Oh yeah!
Axing with advantage. 23.
Boom!
You smash him in the face for
Learning.
13.
Ah!
And there's splintered fangs and green blood and snot running down his face. But
Okay, God.
he roars at you in defiance, and he's
Ah!
still up. He's still up. That was a
How
mighty
much-
swing and
How
a
much
mighty
bigger than a
hit.
normal goblinism? Is he roaring in defiance and still looking up?
He's 3 times the size of the others. This guy is huge.
Can I have a cheeky swig of my health potion?
No, unfortunately, you can't, because that's an
No.
action to get it out and drink it.
It's a free
You
action.
can do that
here,
next
of course.
time. Yeah, unfortunately, not in D&D. All right. So, do you have anything else you'd like to do? You've still got some movement if you want to move away.
I'm just going to scream broadsword in his face.
Broadsword.
Broadsword.
Okay, you shout broadsword, and he looks very confused.
He doesn't
You
speak
see,
1990s
you see him.
advert.
You see him trying to say, "Huh?"
There you go.
Eric, you're up. Blade Turner, you're after him.
So if I move to here, is this within?
Yep, you can
I haven't
absolutely
left
do
the
that.
engagement range.
You haven't left the engagement range. You're perfectly good there. So you
Uh,
dance over the
Burning
pork
pig?
bonfire.
Dance round the burning pig. Yeah. Now, if I channel the healing, the life preserve thing, I can only take him up to half. Is that right?
Channel divinity.
Yeah. I just had a read
Yeah.
of that. So
Yeah, you
that-
can only take him up to half. So you could take him.
I'm probably better off doing the healing word then. So I will
Yeah.
do that.
How many spell slots have you got? Because you need to be tracking those as you're casting spells.
I need to be tracking those as I'm casting spells. Yeah.
Gone. Mine are spent. They're all gone.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see where they are. It's more than 2 though, right?
It is
go
more than
on
2, but it
your-
won't be many more than 2.
No.
Where are you? Eric the Cleric. On your spells page on your character sheet,
Yeah.
you have 3 first level spell slots.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can most certainly do that. You can healing word him.
Yeah. So let's.
If that was your plan.
Let's
What
do that.
is the healing word?
The healing word is just another blessing from St. Barbara, sir.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but what
Oh,
actual
okay.
word do you shout out?
Sausage.
Now you're confusing me now, guys, because I'm trying to do mechanical things.
No, you do your thing. You do your thing.
and I
Okay,
can't.
so healing word appears on the weapon bit of on the front page of your character sheet.
I've just pressed it and it's done that.
Yes. Submit.
Oh, it's asking you what level you're casting it at, and you can only cast it at level 1. So hit submit.
Yeah. Just didn't do that last
There you
time.
go.
Oh, but you did it last
7
time. That's
points.
why.
Yeah, I did it last time.
That's why you said
So,
that familiar thing. to
Arnie,
me.
you get 7 points back. You suddenly feel much, much better as the healing power of St. Barbara surges through your veins, and you see some of your wounds actually knit together and some of the bruising fade as you feel the magical power coursing through you, and you...
My veins are throbbing! Yes!
Does he not have like a green light appears over him and like little green pluses go?
Sure thing. If St. Barbara wants to do it that way, that can
That's how St. Barbara
entirely
does
and
it, mate.
utterly happen. Absolutely. So, yep, a little green halo comes and pluses pour out of you as you health up. Eric, would you like to do anything else?
I don't think I have any kind of reaction type things, so I'm again going to yell at a goblin to try and draw its attention. Goblin 3, yeah, you! I'm going to kick some sand in his direction. Come on, get some!
He sticks his tongue out at you. Blah, blah.
He's been doing that for about an hour.
Blade Turner.
Okay.
It is your turn. There is 2 goblins in front of you.
Right. I'm going to hit Goblin 10 with my rapier.
Yep. Go for it. Oh, only 5 points. Yep.
However, no, I read this. It says on the sneak attack.
Oh,
so
yeah,
long
you
as
can
something's
absolutely...
within 5, I get 1d6 extra.
Yeah, but the one you're attacking, there isn't anybody within 5.
Nope.
Eric. Will diagonals not count?
I specifically moved.
Oh, hang on, you're doing that one. My apologies. My bad. You actually have advantage on that attack and can do sneak attack. Yes, indeed. Sorry, I thought you were attacking this one down the bottom here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So I get an extra
My bad.
1d6.
Absolutely my bad. So you get an extra 1d6 of damage on top of that. I'll actually give that guy his hit points back.
So it's R... Do I type again?
/R space 1d6.
Extra
Yep.
5.
So again, you do that thing where you turn and you slice through this guy. Again, Eric, you're starting to take this personally. Every time you see a goblin, a rapier bursts out of it like some sort
I'm
of
setting
terrible
up the
alien
shot,
chest
mate.
burster.
It's a combo
Yeah.
move. I stand behind them. He stabs them through the throat.
Your beautiful clerical robe, however, is now covered in green goblin blood that spurts out of these guys. So, Blade Turner, you still have a bonus attack with your dagger if you'd like.
So I'm going to spin and hit the guy behind me.
Absolutely.
So the top right there, where all those goblins are piled up, that's just Blade Turner's tally, right?
Pretty much. Okay. So, yes, you do not hit that one, however.
Okay.
That doesn't meet his armor class.
That's right. I didn't need the help.
And I don't think I've got any actions left, do I?
No. You still have a move if you want to move.
But I can't disengage, can I? Because that's a bonus. So
You can't.
So
hang on. You can bonus action disengage, but you attacked with your dagger. So, yes. You
I
used
decided
bonus
to
action.
use it instead. Yeah, no,
cool.
so I'll stay where I am then.
All right. Nico, you are now surrounded by goblins, including one armed with a bucket.
I'm
What
always
would you like
surrounded
to
by
do?
goblins, wherever I am.
Hit the bucket guy.
I'll get rich.
I have an important question. Does Batty do things at the same time as me, or does it have its own separate initiative?
You can take an action to tell Batty to do something. So Batty
that's
does
not
actually
like
have an attack, but what it does is it eats up your action.
Okay. Cool. That doesn't seem worth it, even slightly. Right now. Normally it would be. So let's just stab one of them with my stabbing implements.
Which one would you like to stab? The shit bucket one or the other one?
The bucket one
The bucket one?
with me dagger. Yeah, that went well.
That would be a no. Again,
That'd be
he
a no
parries
on that
you
one.
with the bucket. There is the clang of steel on bucket and a slight spray of excrement, but nothing seems to happen.
That's okay.
Can he
The
use his
classic
back-
2 on the dice there. I'm starting to get used to this at this point.
I was going to say, can he use his batty action to get a second attack?
No, he has to use an action to make Batty attack somebody.
Yeah, but if he's already attacked. Oh, no. No, don't worry. Ignore me.
Yep. That's
I
all right.
can
I'm keeping a track
speak-
of the action economy.
I can speak through Batty though, as though I was speaking myself, can't I?
You absolutely could.
Okay. Can I shout in like a faux authoritative form, something along the lines of "Stop! You're surrounded,"
Sure thing.
and make it sound like it's coming from the house, basically?
Tell you what, roll me an intimidation check with disadvantage.
This is the roll. This is the one.
Go on, you can do it.
Come on.
You
Intimidation.
can do it. Intimidation with disadvantage.
I actually have a +5 on intimidation.
Yeah, go for it.
I actually rolled half decently. What on earth? It's not a combat roll.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Right. Hang on. I'll give these guys some intelligence. Yeah. Okay. That seems to have an effect. Not quite sure what form that effect is going to take yet, but
Stop, criminal scum. You
yeah.
are surrounded.
Not only that, but they don't speak much common, but yeah, stop, you're surrounded are words they've obviously heard before.
They understand
so
criminal.
yeah, you actually notice on all the ones who hear that suddenly look confused and start looking around.
Which is
Well done.
whom
That was
specifically?
interesting. I wasn't expecting that. All of them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so
Everyone
it is the
press the
goblins'
advantage.
turn. So tell you what, all the goblins are going to have to make a wisdom check to ignore that and do what they wanted to do. Shitbucket guy
note-
passes.
I should note, for reasons that I won't explain, Batty is
Yeah.
actually invisible.
Sure thing. Batty can be invisible. Okay, shitbucket guy ignores that and goes at you with his bucket. No.
Ah.
His bucket's actually starting to get a bit empty now, and it's not being swung with quite the same amount of momentum that it was before.
Sloshing around to parry barbarians he's been doing.
Yep. Okay. Blade Turner. No, so he's actually smart enough not to do that. Okay. Blade Turner, this goblin number 12, is going to have at you with his dagger. Ooh. Does a 9 hit you?
No.
I'm guessing it doesn't. So
No.
he's then going to take the disengage bonus action and run around there. Goblin 4 is going to have a go at you, Nico. Does a 15 hit? Oh, no, 20. Does a 20 hit
20,
you?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take 5 points of slashing damage.
Don't mind if I do. I'm fine, everyone. Don't worry about me.
Okay. Goblin
good.
with pig. No. Okay. He was going to do something, but he's going to continue patting out the flames on Porky. Goblin Bossman made his one, so he's going to attack John with his scimitar. Does a 20 hit you?
Yep.
But he does 3 whole points of slashing damage,
Am I still raised up?
halved to 1. So you take 1 point. And then he is going to slash at you again. 6.
I mean, I
And
tried
then
best.
he is actually going to disengage from you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He actually hops over the wall and hops out of sight.
They're leaving again. Every
5,
combat, man.
10. Oh, no, he's got a bow. 5, 10, 15. He's going to go to there, and he's going to shoot his bow at Arnie. So that's 3 points of piercing damage to you.
Ouch.
And 5, 10, 15. And he is going to short bow you. No. Goes whistling past you. So I've got all the goblins. Okay. Arnie, you've been smacked. You've had arrows in you and past you. and now you are suddenly standing in a goblin-free zone. What would you like to do?
Go and kill the goblins.
Okay.
Would you like to go in any other space? Because then you'll get advantage.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No, because I'm going to
Only
reckless
space.
attack.
Well, yeah, but okay, cool.
Okay, he runs in and reckless attacks. Go for it. Roll with
That's not how I
advantage.
roll.
You do you, man.
I'm going crazy.
So
what
turn
goblins
advantage
are
on.
there? Yeah.
There's shit bucket one, and there's one other. Which one are you attacking?
Shit bucket.
You're attacking shit bucket.
Two-handed again. Oosh.
Oh,
That's the one.
okay. So yeah, his bucket is
Yeah.
emptying, and he's just parried an attack from Nico when you come charging up to this guy and you smash him. And you smash him, you crush his bucket. The last of the shit sort of squirts out onto Nico's shoes, and
That was
he's
obviously
an
a
ex-goblin.
dangerous enchanted weapon. We needed that for the continuing success of our adventure.
All right. That's all you've got? Okay, Eric, you are currently standing next to a burning pig, but there are no goblins within reach.
You're muted.
Eat some pork.
Hello, hello, hello. Right, the chief
Hello.
villain is getting away, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Stop, thief.
Oh, wow, okay. Yep.
And I am in a. I'm going to muster up the power of St. Barbara, and I'm going to do the inflict wounds. Feel the
This
light.
is your last
drain
spell slot.
from you.
But yes, you call upon St. Barbara and you call down her holy nut-shrinking energy and you try and attack the boss man. Go for it. Roll me an inflict wounds attack. Yep.
Oh! Shrivel thy soul, foul one.
Dear Lord.
Ow.
That won't
Okay.
Another scrotum is obliterated.
You rolled 3 9s for your damage on that. This guy, again, this is, again, that scene from Indiana Jones where they open the ark and the guy just sort of, I'm melting, ark. And yeah, you just, like, there is very little left. His withered husk of a corpse with all the life energy drained out of it just sort of topples forward and breaks into dust and sprays onto the ground.
For my bonus action, I'm going to take his shriveled head and I'm going to put it inside my robes with the other one from the last guy I did this to.
Okay, you may do that. You hear from over the other side of the fence from you a couple of words in Goblin, and you would be willing to bet money that they would translate as, oh, shit. Is that the end of your turn, Eric the Shriveling Cleric?
I assume I have used all of my movement there, so yes. And I'm also collecting the thing from him, so the shrunken head.
Cool. Yep, so you gather up his shrunken head, yes. Blade Turner, what would you like to do? Everybody has run away and left you.
In the Goblins' case, it's probably good for them they ran away. I'm going to... Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to jump down there.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to hit that guy with my rapier first, and then dagger afterwards.
If you were conflicted at all about what you're about to do there, I'm fine. I'm totally okay. I'm not at all surrounded, and we aren't both dying. Just...
The guy's an assassin. Give him a break.
Yeah.
This guy's not even looking at you. He's too busy putting out the pig.
What I was telling him is that we're fine.
Yeah. Go for it.
You got
so
Arnie
make
there.
your attack rolls, please, Blade Turner.
Yeah.
So I hit with the rapier. That's a hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. Yep. You don't get sneak attack on that. That's fine.
And then dagger time.
And then you dagger him. He gone. Okay.
And then I've
Yeah.
got like enough movement.
That's quite an impressive tally of goblins that you've racked up there, Blade Turner.
I think I've got
Yeah,
enough
I
movement
got
to
the
just
boss
jump
man.
here as well.
I got the boss
Yeah, sure
man.
thing. Yep, you can do that.
You had a plan, Nico.
All right, and Nico, it is your turn.
Does he not get his bonus action dagger shank?
He did it. That's what killed
Was that
the
what killed
other
it?
guy.
Okay.
Yeah. The
All right.
rapier wasn't quite enough.
I'm going to have a go at this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
On the right. While I'm cracking out my dagger and saying, getting my shank on, I'll say, you grab that one, I'll get this one.
Okay, so you say that and you make your attack.
I don't promise I'll get this one, but my confidence says a lot. That's a disadvantage. I didn't need to do that.
That is
did
a
I?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
You are poisoned. You are at disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
So a 6 does not hit.
That's a classic 2 from me. Oh.
Again, your vision is a bit doubled and you stab at one goblin and it's the wrong goblin.
Okay, cool.
The wrong goblin.
Oh, okay.
Mirror image spell on you, mate.
Yeah,
Actually,
obviously.
if you had attacked the one that Blade Turner had, you would have had advantage, so it would have been a straight roll. You would have been fine.
Yeah, but they would have.
But never mind.
Now
Yep.
they get advantage on the grapple as well to try and grab
Sure.
him. So,
All right. But it is now the goblin's turn.
good for them.
And now on the goblin's turn, Porky goes. So they have battered out the flames on Porky, the guy that you killed. Porky now backs up 10 feet and then charges straight into Blade Turner. And this happens.
Get gored.
So if a pig moves at least 20 feet straight towards the target and then hits it with a tusk attack, you take an extra 1d6 slashing damage. So it is going to tusk you.
Oh,
For a nat 20. You are not expecting it. This pig, this burnt, damaged pig comes thundering at you and slams into you for 7 points, and he gets his extra d6. So roll d6. Porky. Oh, okay, hang on.
You've just been rectally tusked by something that's already half cooked. This is very
And another
concerning.
3. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 points of damage all up. So what does that take you to?
I didn't realize there was a joint
Callum?
pig goblin conspiracy going on here.
oh!
3.
And this goblin with a scimitar has advantage because
Oh, that's a complicated one.
allies with Porky. So yeah, 21, 6 slashing. You take 6 points of slashing damage there, Blade Turner. That's you down, isn't it?
So I think that's me with the little X symbol there.
Okay, so Blade Turner goes down. Pig in one side, scimitar in the other.
MVP.
It's not looking good. And he can take his bonus action disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20.
The pig surely is threatening to the goblin as well. He just walked straight past that pig.
He
did.
still
Very
be
angry.
nimble action. Yeah.
But does
Nimble escape.
The pigs
that allow
aren't,
you to move past too?
they don't seem to be concerned with the goblins.
Okay.
It's a goblin pig alliance.
It is a goblin pig alliance.
100%. I'll never trust a
Okay,
pig
so
again.
that just leaves one goblin here who
Right,
is going
killed
to
that
try and shank Nico. Now, he had a dagger, didn't he?
That's a
too bad.
and it shouldn't be.
It's
Yeah.
not advantage because his advantage guy ran away. So does 14 hit you?
It matches.
So you take 2 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm still fine.
And then he takes the disengage action as a bonus action and goes 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Now, these two guys here are going to take their arrow shots. Okay, Goblin 7 is going to take one at Kaiser. Kaiser, you're going to get a +2 from partial cover to your armor class. But that still hits you.
You know.
What?
No,
What's
yeah.
the-
So you take 6 points of piercing damage from an arrow.
What makes you think something's hit me if I've got 2 armor class, I have a base of 18?
Really?
Okay.
I've
It
got a
misses.
shield and armor, unlike you.
You
prat.
do. No, okay, that's fine. Sorry, I didn't realize your armor class
That's
was that
why
high.
I was trying to tell him to come for me.
Okay. You, warned by St. Barbara, turn with your shield and actually turn this away. And the goblin takes his disengage action and goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and disappears off the map.
Oh.
This guy, he took the disengage action. You don't get a reaction, unfortunately. The last short bow is going to go for Nico. Does a 20 hit you?
That's a long old way. Yeah, it does.
Twang! So you get hit from nowhere by this short, homemade, it's like a twig with a sharpened stone on the end of it and a couple of like really bedraggled looking feathers for fletching, but it still does you 3 piercing damage before he goes disengage 5, 10, 15, 20 and disappears off the map. There you go. That's all the goblins have had their go. So, Arnie, we're around to you. There are 2 goblins rapidly running over towards Kaiser there, but apart from that, the field appears to be yours, except for the enraged pork that is still stomping on Blade Turner.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh. Wow. Can I wrestle the pig to the ground, subdue it? I want to jump on the pig. I want to jump on the pig, get it in a headlock, and try and subdue it.
Funnily enough,
question it.
I have rules for that. So grappling, it's mayhem. When you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use the attack action to make a special melee attacker grapple. And if you're able to do, target must be no more than 1 size bigger than you, which is fine. So you would have to move over to it.
Yeah.
And it resists. So you roll an attack roll, and it can either do strength or dex to resist you.
What am I rolling?
So a standard attack roll, so an unarmed strike.
And where is that?
Should be on your weapons.
I've just got loads
Maybe
and
it's
loads
not.
of weapons. I've got battle axe, battle axe, battle axe.
So
great club,
just
javelin.
it would be the same as your battle axe, not the +1. So just do battle axe one-handed. Yep. And we'll see what number you get.
Ooh, critical.
You crit. Well done.
Critical tackle
So
on
let's
the
see
board.
if it crits with its strength to resist you.
Oh!
It does.
It does as well.
Does. I've never seen a crit opposed by a crit, but you rolled higher, so you win.
Yes!
You guys you have never seen pig wrestling like this in your entire life. It's tusks, tails, hooves, barbarians. It's just on for young and old. There is just pig shit and dirt and stuff boiling up. And eventually, as the dust subsides, Arnie has the pig in a headlock. And there's this sort of disgruntled squealing, but he is holding it down. Congratulations, Arnie, you have immobilized a pig. The pig is grappled.
Hogtied.
It can use its next turn to try and break away, but at the moment it
hold
is
I'm going to hold
grappled.
on real tight.
Yep. I can't believe I had rules for that and it worked. Okay. Arnie, you have a pig.
Thank you.
He
I
is
have a pig.
hogtied. Sorry, that was a bit ham-fisted, that joke.
Can I do that as like a special
I
action?
don't want to hog the limelight, but, you know.
Can I do that as an additional thing?
Fist the ham?
What? No.
What do you want to do? Sorry, I wasn't even looking at you.
No.
In my equipment, I've got some hempen rope. Can I use that to actually hog tie the pig?
Next turn, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can make a dex
All right,
check.
okay. I'll try that.
So it'll resist you, but you can absolutely do that, and you can hog tie it if you succeed, which would be very funny. Are there any more pig jokes I can make? Oh yeah, you guys can be pen pals. Okay. Arnie, that's the end of your fairly amazing turn. Eric the cleric, you are up. Blade Turner, you're after him. Blade Turner, you are. Yeah.
Can I heal somebody who's unconscious, or do they have to be stabilized first?
You could heal him, but you don't have anything that will work over range unless you use your channel divinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'll do that. So I'm going to.
You can channel divinity. So it's 5 times your level, isn't it?
Yeah. So I will.
So you've got 10 points.
10 points. So I will channel the healing into Blade Turner. And St. Barbara did restore the dead.
Everything went dark as you got porked. And then suddenly there's the healing warmth. You've felt this before. This is the healing warmth of St. Barbara as she takes you to her ample bosom. And you feel the strength flow back into your limbs. And you now have 10 hit points.
That does that.
It caps out at half its hit points, I think. I can't do more than half which is why I wasn't healing the other guys with it.
Right. Whatever, have 10 hit points. It's not going to make a difference at the moment.
Still 10, I think.
It's a bit academic. Eric the cleric, have you got anything else you want to do?
That was my action.
That building is still on fire, by the way, the one you're standing next to.
Nice.
That's not connected to anything.
Make me a perception check, Eric the cleric, please.
Or was this a fireworks farm or something?
There we go.
Yeah, you're getting a strong chemical smell from that particular building.
Strong chemical smell.
So, yeah, so the smoke that you're getting is not just wood smoke. You're actually getting a weird, tangy, metallic chemical smell coming out of that.
It's fertilizer.
And the flames appear odd colours. There are bits of green and bits of blue.
I needed to make a perception check to notice a flame was green and blue. Wow.
Yep, absolutely. Well, you were busy calling on St. Barbara to heal someone, and St. Barbara taps you on the shoulder and sort of points her metaphorical finger.
Says, "Hey, something going on in there." Well, I've used my movement, so next turn.
Yeah, absolutely. But just you have seen that is now happening. You are now cognizant of that. Blade Turner, you come to consciousness lying there, and you're not sure what you've missed. You feel much better now. You're still lying down. But there is a thrashing and squealing happening next to you as Arnie appears to be doing something unnatural to a pig. What would you like to do?
Well, as much as I'd like to stab the pig, I'm concerned that I might hit Arnie doing it, so...
Why would that concern you?
You assassin. Hey, it's fully engaged. You would absolutely get sneak attack.
But it's rule 1 of Assassin's thing. Don't assassinate your friends.
Don't assassinate the pig.
No. You're recalling that incorrectly. It's don't assassinate your friends unless the price is right.
Yes. Well,
you always forget that bit.
When the costing comes up in year 4, so.
Okay.
I'm going to move. Oh, can only move half, can't I? Because I'm prone.
Yeah, so you have to stand up and you've got half your movement left.
I'm going to move up there and chase these goblins.
Okay. So you lurch up and start running after the goblins. Nico, you're up. What would you like to do?
Yeah. It's time to move up a little, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move to here and goblin 4. No, goblin 12 will test my light. I
Okay.
don't want him to get cover. Eldritch Blast.
With a
The
6.
classic
Yep.
2 from me there.
So the Eldritch Blast, you gather the power and you hurl it towards the goblin, and it zings past them both
Yeah.
and blasts a chunk off the fence.
I'm looking at my D20 here. It's there's a 1 on it and then 19 twos. There's just I think I need to
Very-
pick up a different dice.
Absolutely. Nico, is there anything other than scream in frustration that you'd like to do in your turn?
Nah, man. You know I'm good.
Okay,
move
it
on.
is the goblin's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20 runs into the woods. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 runs into the woods.
Wow.
You are now essentially out of combat because, Arnie, you can subdue this pig. We won't
Awesome.
draw this out. There's no twist in this
Cool.
tale.
Okay.
You've
Just the
pulled
curls.
pork. You're a man of squeal.
So what
Yeah,
what the
still-
hell is happening around here?
You muted,
Okay.
Kaiser.
Yeah, sorry. Do you want to 2 hours in, Harry? Do you want to wrap up the story? I think.
I do. There is actually a lot more for you guys to do here. I didn't expect Whacking the Goblins to
Next time.
take a lot of time.
We can leave
So,
it there
yeah.
and come back, in a few weeks from now or something like
Happy
that.
to.
You up for it?
Everybody up for it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because again, you've found some pigs, but you haven't found anything about the special stuff. The only thing I would suggest is that you might want to put out the burning building.
I mean, I think we literally, if we're going to do another session, I think we want to wrap it here, and we'll start here.
Sure.
If
Yep.
that makes sense, rather than do some role playing, which may go
I
on
just
and
don't want to have to remember that you need to put the building out. So we will
Okay.
assume that as everything dies down that you
Okay.
put the flames
Okay.
away, but you can investigate that smell.
We'll put the building back. We'll nurse our wounds. We'll subdue the pigs. Yeah.
Yep.
And then take it from there. All right, guys. And is there anything more from you, Harry?
No, except Nico, it was the goblins all
It was
along.
the
It
goblins.
was the goblins.
Goblins. Goblins
All
made me
along.
roll 2s. I hate this.
Thank you, guys. That was a lot of fun, and it went
you,
exactly
Harry.
the way I thought it might.
Yeah, Nico turned out to be a real murder hobo, didn't he? Yeah, so
Absolutely.
that was it from us. We're going to pick up this story again in some weeks' time. But this is by no means a weekly event for us playing D&D, but we do enjoy a session now and then. Thank you for Harry to put it together.
Yes.
Thank you guys for turning up, and thank you everybody for watching. I hope it was enjoyable. And bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.